General Shao has got to be one of the most oppressive characters in Mortal Kombat 1. From 50% combos to overhead low mix-ups up the ass, this character feels like he can do it all, and he really can with the right cameo choices. My name is Big Flounder. If you're new here, I play General Shao every single day live on my Twitch channel, linked in the description below if that interests you. And without further ado, let's begin the General Shao guide. Before we get into any of the fun stuff, we gotta go over General Shao's best cameo selections. I personally really enjoy Kung Lao. I think Kung Lao is General Shao's best cameo by far, mostly due to the hat, just like how he is for everybody else. General Shao specifically benefits from Kung Lao really well. I mean, his synergies with this character are almost perfect, and I would say that he is just, if you're not picking Kung Lao as General Shao, you are missing out on a lot of really great strategies. If you don't want to use Kung Lao, or if you're getting heavily zoned out, one other option that I actually recommend now is Motaro. I didn't like Motaro before because he kind of sucked, but this is the cameo I go to every single time that someone is zoning me out now, because they buffed the hell out of Motaro's Reflect, and anybody who's sitting there and spamming projectiles cannot do it anymore. They cannot do it anymore, which is one of General Shao's biggest weakness. When you're getting zoned out, you cannot really do anything about it with like a character like Kung Lao or maybe a character like Serena. But with Motaro, you become the zoner. All of their projectiles get turned against them. It is pretty nuts. I definitely like Motaro, and he also gives you the same safety that Kung Lao does. He also gives you like that little tail shot, which is plus. Very nice. And according to other cameos to discuss, I mean, like, Serena is okay, but to be honest, that's really just combo damage and zoning. Like, I think we all have that. We all kind of get it now. Like, Serena is okay. I don't think she's the best because General Shao's combos move around so often, like, especially with the no axe. You're jumping around, you're going across the entire screen, so you can't really use her meter drain as much. So, I would recommend Kung Lao and Motaro as General Shao's absolute best cameos. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over the most important part about General Shao's game plan. This is the entire section which separates great General Shao players from good General Shao players, the neutral game. If you can understand where you should be with your axe and without your axe, where you should be standing on the screen, what moves you should be using, when you should be using your moves, you will dominate people in Kombat League. That's what makes this character so oppressive. Now, what are your best tools to use in the neutral game with Axe? Well, like I said, you want to sit around this range. You have a lot of long range tools with Axe, so around this range, you can sit out of people's range. You can annoy them. I like to play with the Axe the long game. A lot of people who have poke heavy tools like Reptile, Scorpion, they'll kind of do the same thing that I do. I'll just back up and wait for them to come to me, because when I do that, I can either go with one of those, I can punish them. I can go with my 2-2, which is really long range. This is my best string. We'll go over that in a second. There's a lot of stuff you can do. So while you have Axe, make sure you're trying to keep away from them. You kind of want to just stay in this range. Stay at the range that you are succeeding in the most. And make damn sure that with Axe, you can get good whiff punishes off, because you're kind of slow, to be honest. You are kind of slow, and you got to understand that this character does take some setup. So with that being said, what are your best tools? Back one. Back one is General Shao's fastest mid. It is kind of, slow for mid. It's not the best, but General Shao does have one. A lot of the people, when they fight this character, will just sit there and crouch the whole game. The back one makes it so it's hard to do that, and it's very nice against people who play General Shao, because a lot of people just think this character doesn't have a mid, and you do. It's not the best, but you can catch a lot of people who just sit there and spam crouch without blocking all the time against General Shao. Now, let's get into the meat and potatoes. 2 is General Shao's best move, without a doubt. Let me turn reversal mode off real quick. But 2 is just a bully move. You can just sit here out of range, spam it. It's neutral on block, 8-frame startup. Look at all this. And if you hit them too far, if you hit them like at max range, it's even +1 on block. So it's pretty gnarly, dude. This is a gnarly move. I like just throwing it out there, annoying the opponent, poking the hell out of them. This is the move that I honestly find myself using most, is just spam that 2, keep them out of your way. We also have back 2. Back 2 is great because it's +3, so it's very slow, but it also launches for big combos. So you get a back 3, you can get some big combos. You can actually do 2 of these if you want, get some big damage. That's just General Shao's whole thing. It's just damage. Get some damage, whoop them up. And back 2 is a great way to stack your opponent, because let's say you get one of these off, your back 3, You can just do one of these, back up, maybe hit an overhead if they go for a down 1. You can do a lot of things from there from a +3, especially with a character like Shao. We also have forward 2. Forward 2 is also very slow, but you catch people pretty often with this on Kombat League because everyone just sits there and crouches against Shao, like I said. So it is wonderful. And like I said in the cameo section, or maybe I will say in the cameo section, there are very certain cameos I recommend for Shao because they can combo off of this. Like Kung Lao is great because he can combo off of it, and that's really a big plus for any General Shao cameo. Being able to combo off that thing makes you so much more dangerous. You have an actual mix-up now. It's disgusting. We also have his down 2. His down 2 is a great anti-air. One of the best, honestly, for horizontal range or vertical range. And sometimes, if you hit it in the exact right spot, you can actually combo off of it, which is pretty cool. You can get like 30% off of an uppercut, off of an anti-air uppercut, 31% actually. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. It's a great anti-air. It has the best vertical range out of a lot of different uppercuts in the game. It's like up there with Baraka and Havoc, honestly, for vertical range. Back 3 is a very far-reaching low. It's deceivingly far. Like, you wouldn't think this would be hitting from here, but it is. Oh, it is. And it is very decent. You can cancel it into an overhead or a throw. If I were you, I'd always cancel it into the throw because the overhead, because the throw is actually unsafe on block and the overhead is -7. So you're not unsafe on this. And the last thing, the last 2 things I want to talk about are his pokes. See, I don't like down 1 that much. It's slow. I feel like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And if you're sitting in this range the whole time with General Shao, you're not going to be able to hit them with that down 1. You're going to get punished for that. So what I do instead is I use down 3s and down 4s a lot. Down 3 and down 4 has tremendous range. I especially like down 3 because you can just spam this thing. And they just get your opponent scared. Hit them with these things. Keep them on their toes. Keep biting at their ankles and annoy your opponent. From this range, you can hit a lot of different things. You hit a down 3, boom. Go ahead and go into your combo. Maybe they didn't block for some reason. Go ahead and do that. Those are General Shao's best poking tools without Axe. Or with Axe, sorry. Now, let's go ahead and talk about his tools without Axe. So, when you drop that Axe and you become full-on aggressive mode, what you want to do, down 1 becomes a lot better, right? This is when you're in their face. You're going to be hitting a lot of down 1s. That's when your tool actually becomes a lot more useful. So, when you drop the Axe, that's when you can start considering down 1 as one of your greatest tools. And you can start using it to just stop people when they're pressing something to stop you, to punish you. You can punish them and continue your pressure. Also, 2 is still great. You're not really far range anymore, but this move is disgusting on block. So if you finish the combo with 2-2-3, it's +2. If you don't finish it, it's +1. If you just do a 2-2, it's neutral. So this is something that is just like, you can stagger the shit out of people up close. Like, they're not even going to know what to do anymore. It's disgusting. This is one of the best block strings in the entire game. There's also double Axe handle, his overhead, -6 on block, so it's actually safe. And you can combo from it now. It's a great tool. This is a wonderful tool for General Shao because, like I said, you can combo off of it. It turns his overhead from a very slow and sloppy move with the Axe to now is one of the most dangerous tools in the game. You got to watch out for it. To complement that, we also have Beneath Me, back 3. Back 3, his low comes back from the Axe stance, and you can kind of finish it now with the overhead once again. Does decent damage. Actually combos in midair if the opponent does that. Let me go ahead and show you that. Oh, whoops. Let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. Sorry. So you can go ahead and combo from this. It's pretty decent, pretty gnarly. It's interesting for sure. I see it in some combos, but it's kind of, we'll get to that in the combo section. Don't want to get too ahead of myself. We have General Shao's kicking, his sweep, back 4. Really good move. Back 4 is a really good move because with this stance, it's really all about getting those overhead low mix-ups. Throwing these out there, it's like 10 frames. This is practically unreactable if you're just online in Kombat League looking out for that overhead. Throw this out there just to annoy your opponent. Boom. Go ahead and hit your crazy stuff. Start getting nuts with it. That's what this character is all about. Now, the best poke without the Axe is down 3. Hands down. Oh my gosh. Look at the range on this thing, dude. The range on down 3 without Axe is disgusting. They kind of butcher down 4 a bit, given the Jason Voorhees kick. It's kind of just ugh. But down 3 is an absolute disgusting move. You can just spam this out there, keep them at range. You hit them with it, boom, go into your full-on combos, whoop the shit out of them. That is what this move is all about. And that's what General Shao without the Axe is all about, is get up in their face. Do not let them press a button. Be as aggressive as you possibly can at this point, because at this stage, you have access to so many close-range tools that are just disgusting. You can absolutely destroy people as General Shao. With that being said, let's go ahead and go on to the next section. So by now, most of you probably already know what General Shao specials do, but we're going to go over like just a gist of them, and more so not what they do, but the actual applications of what you can do with them. Let me go ahead and just bing, bing, bing. All of his Axe ones. There we go. Okay. So, Dark Energy, this move's okay. I barely use this move, if I'm being honest. I don't even know why I pinged it. Matter of fact, I'm unpinging that shit. Don't even use it. Listen, if you can get it off and you think that you're just whooping your opponent, you want to get a giant damage combo, go for it. But at the end of the day, bro, it's 46 frames of startup. You get an okay buff. It's like I said, bro, it's okay. For the damage you get, it's decent, but it's so hard to pull off in this game because there's so much bullshit going on that I wouldn't even go for it too often. Power Strike, I would actually use this off of a 1-2 instead of the Devastator, because it's meterless. And like I said, you can combo your back 3-2 into it and get big damage. Devastator though is a great move for really just any combo. This is your whole bread and butter combo right here. Is just Devastator into Power Quake, or Power Strike, and that's really like all Devastator is used for. I mean, it's the armor, and if you hit them with the armor when you're getting up, it doesn't combo anymore, which sucks. But it's also a great armor tool because of how quick it is. You can break a lot of people who have armor breaking moves because of the speed of this move. Deathquake. Deathquake is General Shao's projectile, but it's really just a slow-ass wave. The best usage for this move that I found is actually in this little mix-up here. Or this little, kind of mix-up. So, General Shao's best block string, and the reason I wanted to go over these special moves with the Axe in the first place, is this. This is what I want you guys to be doing when they're blocking a lot. You should be doing this as much as you can, as long as they're not like armor punishing you all the time or doing stuff. This is your best block string. You need to cancel this into something. It's actually not the best in terms of safety. It's -13, but once you do this, it's -10. They're so pushed back that they usually can't punish you. There's a very, very, very select amount of characters in the game who can punish you for this. The biggest punish window is actually in the middle here, where they can use armor, or there's a gap. But the reason I'm bringing this up is you can also go ahead and do a Deathquake after. If you do a Deathquake, it's -9. You're also usually unpunishable depending on the character, and it's a low. So you have an overhead low mix-up. A lot of people have been starting to up block this little string because they know a Power Strike is coming right after. So I've been hitting a lot of these, and better yet, when you enhance this, let's just say you enhance it, right? Let's say you hit the enhanced. You actually get a launch. You get a launch, which is really damn nice. And if you get a launch, you can do a whole lot of shenanigans from this. A whole lot, man. That's General Shao's whole game plan. Get a combo started. Get a combo started, things get scary. That's just how it works. Especially, ooh. Don't even get me started on Kung Lao shenanigans. Don't even get me started. We can talk about that later. Actually, we can talk about that now, shall we? The reason I like Kung Lao the most is because of this hat. This is a huge shenanigan that I love doing. Throw this down and get ready to mix them up. It's as simple as that. One of my favorite things to do as General Shao is get in the corner. Because once you're in the corner, you can just do so much to people. Like, let's just say I'm in the corner, right? I'll give you a sneak peek into a combo with Kung Lao. Oh, whoops, I messed it up, actually. You're not supposed to finish it. What I want you to do in the corner with Kung Lao is if you get a combo like this off, big damage, throw your axe down, and then throw this down. Now, overhead low mix-up. They have to block it. They have to block it. They are stuck in this corner, forced to block this horrifying mix-up. And the first combo already did 32%. This combo is doing just around 30% as well. That's like 60%. Just off of this disgusting corner shenanigan. It is really gross. That's why I think Kung Lao is disgusting. That's why I use him the most. It's really all about the overhead low mix-up. Also, I already showed you this, but the teleportation is great. And as General Shao, I also like to do one of these for more damage. This just gets you some more damage. I don't like to do it too often because of how long it takes to refresh. Like, look at Kung Lao's meter up there. Oh my lord, it's taking a minute. But it's 40%, so how much can you complain, really? You know. But yeah, that's really all of General Shao's shenanigans with his axe. Let's go ahead and talk about without axe. Okay, put the axe down. What do you do when this axe is down? Well, first of all, this is a command grab. This is indeed a command grab, and not just a command grab, it is a really nice one, 14%, and it's incredibly quick. This is one of those command grabs that tick throws, by the way. Down one in the command grab does work. This move is pretty gnarly. There aren't many command grabs in this game that do tick throw. This is one of them. There are other stuff. I don't really remember off the top of my head what you can do with it right now, but you can tick throw from certain shenanigans with that. So we'll talk. We could discuss tick throws in the future, but from now, just to know that you can down one into tick throw, which everyone does anyway. Like when we're talking tick throws, nobody usually does anything but that in the first place. So that's what you can do: is down one into your little throw in the corner. It's very, very difficult against a character like Shao to even understand what's going on. Like when I'm in the corner here, what I like to do is, let me get him all the way over here. I really like to just like throw these out, get him scared. Then when I know he's scared and he's just sitting there blocking, I throw one of these out and make damn sure that I get that grab out. Because if I throw a normal grab, he can break it, and then all of a sudden, I'm no longer in a huge advantage situation that I just was. I'm back here crying like a little bitch. What I want to do is throw you on my axe, make you sit on it, and slam you on the ground. That is the whole point of having this command grab, and it's a really good one. Tree Chopper. I wanted to show you guys Tree Chopper. I pinged it because I have never used this move in my entire life. I'm not even kidding. I did not know this move was in the game until I started doing this guide. What a useless move. It's +3 on block. That's cool. I never use this move. I'm never by my axe enough to use it. I never find myself using this move. If you have some use for it, if you want to be +3, I guess, go for it. But to be honest, just go for your mix-ups, guys. It is so much more rewarding to hit a mix-up than to go for a little tree chopper. We can talk about, one second, his little combo starter, Classic Khan. This is something that's decent. Like, you can do down one in the Classic Khan in the middle of combos. So if there's a combo where you can't 2-2 into Classic Khan, doing a down one into Classic Khan does sometimes work. Like one of those. Hang on, let me show you guys this real quick. It does work. It's not always the best, like in terms of viability, but some combos do actually need you to do one of these. Like some very frame specific combos will require you to do a down one into the knee, which I usually refrain from doing those combos in the first place because the execution is not getting done in Combat League. Let's just be honest with each other. So I probably won't include too many of those combos in my combo section. That's really it for his shenanigans without axe. Really, a lot of his stuff comes from this this overhead stuff. You just want to slam on their head. Slam on their head, knock them down, kick them down. You can get combos with your little back, whatever. Hit one of these. Your back three, hit one of those. Bam, very nice, very rewarding. Woohoo. A whole lot of nice stuff going on here. Meterless like 33%. That's what Shao's all about. Get that damage going. One more thing I'd like to mention. I used to think General Shao's Fatal Blow is one of the worst Fatal Blows in the game. It is for combos. But this move is an incredible punishing tool. If you are, like, let's say you're about to wake up and you know someone's about to use a move on you, throwing this out there almost always catches them. It's slow, but it is so damn good for catching people in terms of punishing them. Like, one of my favorite parts about this move is that it's an overhead. And in lower ranks, people don't always account for that. So you just throw this out there. They might be like crouch ducking and they get slammed with the overhead. They're like, how the hell did that hit me? It is quite funny. So I just wanted to mention that the fatal blow is not the best for combos. I'll show you some fatal blow combos in a minute, but more so I use this move as just, I'm just gonna wake up with it, or I'm just gonna throw it out there, because especially when they're blocking like out here, when they're like all the way out here, it's very hard for anyone to punish that. Even though it's minus 32, like a lot of characters don't have ways to punish this. He got launched like full screen. Even Reptile would have to walk forward a bit and do a slide. I don't even know if he could do that in time. It had to be very quick. So yeah, this is a good move for just throwing it out there. Like, this is one of those fatal blows that you actually can just kind of toss around and see what happens. With that being said, let's go ahead and discuss General Shao's best combos. Alright everybody, that is going to do it for today's General Shao guide. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please do me a huge favor and leave a like. Subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. I'm uploading daily Mortal Kombat content. Speaking of daily, I'm also streaming daily on my Twitch channel, Big Flounder, linked in the description below. Also linked in the description below is my Discord server, the Flounder family. We're having tournaments, memes. It's the best community on the internet, period. So join up if that interests you. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.